Hi and welcome. My name is Steve Belmonte. I'm CEO of AccuZIP, founded the company back in 1992. So this year is our 25-year anniversary. Today I'll be discussing direct mail, all you need to know. Use fresh ingredients to make every multi-channel campaign successful. So we have a few questions for you before we begin. How many of you use one or more EFI product or service? Now, obviously, since you're here at the EFI Connect, you might think this is a dumb question, but actually, I'm expecting everyone to raise their hand, and you have. Question number 2. How many of you automate one or more processes with EFI? Majority of you have raised your hand. Almost all of you. Good. Number 3. How many of you automatically receive an email or an SMS notification when a new order comes in? Oh, just about every single person in this room. Last question. How many of you personally or have someone within your organization pick up the telephone and contact the customer just to say thank you when a new order comes in? Nobody. Nobody's raised their hand. And this is the key thing that when I speak in different engagements, I talk about how automation can really hurt businesses. And this is one of the reasons, is because we're becoming so automated that we don't take the time to have that customer interaction, that personal interaction, therefore making our industry basically a commodity industry where people will just shop price because there's no face associated with your product or service or brand. So never forget to pick up the phone and say thank you to your customer once you get that order in. You can hire someone like a high school kid or a college kid, something like that, have them come in. And as those orders come in, pick up the phone and just confirm that you received the order, maybe set some expectations, and tell them thank you. A lot of times you can use that opportunity to upsell them or just to reinforce your brand. How did I start? Well, back in 1982, when I was 18 years old, I started a typesetting and printing company. At first, I typeset jobs and subbed out most of my printing work. I got busy enough where I was able to just buy my own equipment, and the first press I had was a Hamada 2-color printing press. Bought a light table, a cutter, and some other bindery equipment. And I remember on the 2-color printing press, I was able to run 4-color work on it. That's how good I was with the press and the registration and so forth. I used metal plates, so it was something I challenged myself to do, so I did 4-color work on that 2-color press. It was a lot of work, but I got it done. In 1990, my customers started requesting that I mail a lot of their printed material. I searched all over for products that would help me on the Macintosh computer, but I couldn't find anything. So I started writing my own address standardization using my local knowledge of the area. So, I would see some of the addresses that would be given to me that I was supposed to mail, and they were really bad. I mean, words misspelled, lacking key pieces of information on the address. So I wrote my own standardization that would automatically standardize all of this stuff. So at least it would look halfway decent going out to their customers. And I really said to myself, there has to be a better way. So I contacted the post office and developed my first program in a product called Fourth Dimension by ACUS, which is still in business today. I originally only intended to use the routines myself and never intended to sell it. In 1992, AccuZIP was born. This year is our 25th anniversary. So we spent the next year or so porting it over to Windows, and finally we had the only Windows and Macintosh product on one CD. Ironically, we don't have a Macintosh product anymore, but we are bringing it back. So my philosophy has always been fair pricing, great customer service. January of 2017, like I said, will be our 25th year anniversary. AccuZIP was recently inducted into the Smithsonian National Postal Museum. And today we are still the only company in our industry with a price lock guarantee. That means your price never goes up. And also we always answer our phones, period. There's not automated phone systems during our normal business hours. There will always be a human voice on the other end of the phone. How is it possible for this woman to win big? Was it highly personalized design, or a specific demographic area, or the back-end logic to create an ultimate personal message, or the automated process and production of the print job? The answer is actually no to every one of those, all of them. There are critical missing ingredients on why this woman won big. Let's go back in time from when she got into Vegas, when she flew in, entering Vegas, from receiving her mail and having the mail entered into the truck from the facility to go out for delivery, from preparing the mail piece, printing it, collating it, getting it inside the tray or the sack, from the graphic design, composition, creating it, the strategy of what message and brand and how you want, what elements you want on the mail piece to make it attractive so people would read it and act on it. The objective for the casino was to create a captive direct mail piece. The mail piece must be highly personalized, targeting a high-value clients that have stayed in the hotel within the last 18 months. Customer-provided confidential source data, and the casino marketing team would create, manage, and launch the entire campaign. The EFI User objective: print design, create an e-commerce site that can be branded by the casino with custom colors, logos, and products, and allow the customer to easily create, edit, and update variable layouts. The data had to link to customer proprietary information, including graphics, style elements, to create a highly personalized variable data design. The production: provide an end-to-end workflow solution for job submission and tracking, including the tools necessary for fast, accurate submission and processing of new jobs. And finally, to print the job, produce efficient output so that the multi-channel direct mail piece is printed accurately and arrives on time to the intended recipient. So there are many products within the EFI ecosystem to accomplish the end goal. You have design and create, you have the storefront, web to print, production, and administration. The data is very important because all of this without good data doesn't work. So now we're going to take a deep dive into the missing ingredients. In 2016, undeliverable mail statistics by industry are pretty alarming, actually, with change of address, attempt not known, not deliverable as address, unable to forward, the order expired, and vacancies accounted for a large percentage of all the undeliverable mail pieces. We're talking upwards of 90+%. And all of the items here on the right side under preventable with data quality best practices, all of them were preventable before they put the mail in the mail stream. So you have change of address, you have attempt not known, you have not deliverable as addressed, and vacancies, including some of the other ones that are marked here, including move left no forwarding, insufficient addresses, no mail receptacle, no such number, deceased, and no such street. All of those are preventable. And here in 2016, we show the mail statistics by category. Now you can see the largest categories are change of address and not deliverable as addressed. So fresh data can get old very quickly. Ingredients are updated weekly, change of address data, early warning data for new addresses. Some ingredients that are updated monthly would be address correction data, mail sorting data, and labeling lists. And what I'll do here is I'll talk a little, at a high level what bulk mail really is. Bulk mail is larger quantities of mail prepared for mailing at a reduced postage. Bulk postage prices are lower than single piece postage prices. And for example, a 3.3 ounce letter can be mailed at 23 cents versus more than 88 cents for a first class letter. A single piece postcard costs 34 cents versus 25 cents for larger quantities, approximately 37% less. How do you qualify for bulk mail? To qualify for certain postage discounts, you must mail a minimum number of pieces. 500 pieces for first class mail, 200 pieces or 50 pounds of mail for standard mail. The USPS price list can be found here. We have a short link to it. And what do you need? You basically need a computer, a printer, and you need to use certified product, certified software. What's in it for you? What's in it for you? Make a profit. Lots and lots of profit. Fresh ingredients that support healthy data quality and full service direct mail into your existing automated workflow. Seamlessly implement these best practices with no additional labor costs, especially now with digital equipment. Create a perpetual business built on quality and trusted processes. Provide full service direct mail that delivers and is trackable, and when combined with other multi-channel efforts, guarantees the best result. So the EFI workflow is really packed with the right ingredients to ensure that every single mail piece gets to the right person at the right address. With EFI Digital StoreFront, you have integrated data quality, change of address, duplicate detection, and full U.S. mail preparation. The right ingredients will ensure a successful campaign, fresh, accurate data prepared properly in real time for a successful multi-channel campaign every time. So, how was it possible for this woman to win big with all of the things that had to go right, including the data? What were the critical missing ingredients? Let's talk about that. CAS certified address quality, NCOA link certified change of address, and PAVE Gold certified full service mail preparation. So let's start with CAS certified address quality. The original input address for this woman was 1758 Johnson Church Road. Zip code 72545. The CAS certified address corrected and changed the street name to 1758 Lexi Lane. How did this happen? Just through CAS certification and address quality, not a change of address. So let's dig deeper. The zip code was corrected. You notice that the zip code was corrected from 72545 to 72455. So as you can see, they inverted the zip code as 7254, and they inverted it. So through the CAS process, the zip code was corrected. The proper zip +4 was added, and then that address at 1758 Johnson Church Road matched to a lax link match. A lax link is a system that street names could change, like the change from Main Street to Martin Luther King, or more commonly, rural route style addresses change to regular street addresses for the 911 for emergencies, so that the emergency crews can find the address quicker. So not only was the address corrected, but it was processed through the LAX link, which enabled the street name to change. And this address happened to be vacant. So through the CAS process, not only you have a corrected address, but you know whether or not the address is vacant for at least 90 days. So this particular address was vacant. Then the address was sent through an NCOA certification. So the name and address were put through NCOA, and lo and behold, this person had moved. So not only was the casino mailing it to a bad address where the zip code was incorrect, the street name was changed with a LAX link, and it was vacant, this person actually moved to a different state. NCOA link picked up on that. She moved back in 2016 in September, and it was an individual move. Now for PAVE certification mail preparation. So the NCOA link, now that we have the CAS process and the NCOA link process completed, through this automated workflow through the EFI Digital StoreFront, now there's a clean address, a known address of where this person lives. Through the PAVE process, it added a full service intelligent mail barcode. So now we can track this mail piece from where it left all the way to the woman who is the big winner, known as the big winner. So the mail piece was not only going to the right place, but we could track it every step of the way. Data quality and mail preparation. This mail piece will now get to the intended recipient. The intelligent mail barcode allows this mail piece to be tracked through its journey to the recipient. And Jane S. Smith will receive this mail piece on time and win big in Las Vegas. EFI Digital StoreFront integrates the missing ingredients. Fully integrated, address quality, change of address, duplicate detection, USPS direct mail preparation, e-documentation. Reaching out is simple and integrated. Upload your personal mailing lists, create an EDDM every door direct mail campaign, create a mailing list based on the radius and demographics. You must see the Digital StoreFront version 9 and the direct mail automation video. It can be found here, AccuZIP.com/EFI. I urge all of you to watch it. So if you have any questions, feel free to email them to EFI, or if you have any questions regarding direct mail or any part of the integration, feel free to email sales@AccuZIP.com. Be more than happy to help you. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation.